with you.
So happy you came back. Hey, look, today I'm going to be making some southern seasoned potato wedges. You know, like if you're in the South, you go to the gas stations or convenience stores. You know, they have the potato wedges there. I'm going to show you my spin on it. It's a little crispier, right? Because I like the crispiness, right? When I took the peanut gallery to the East Coast, they tried it for the first time. They loved it, and then I've been making it ever since. So I'm going to show you how to make it. This is what we got, right? Is that nice? Yeah, look at that. It's fresh out of the grease. I know I'm going to burn myself. You know, just need a little ketchup. That's all you need. Maybe hot sauce, right? Or maybe you can mix some hot sauce and mayo together, preferably Duke's. Okay, but hey, it's all right. So let's check this out. Let's see what kind of crunch we get. Oh, oh. That's hot. But the flavors are there, okay? The inside, soft and fluffy. Outside, nice and crispy. It's hot, but I'm gonna have another one. I'm gonna have another bite. Even though I'm gonna have a lot of bites here in a minute. Enjoy this video. I hope you do anyway. Watch out. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. Now I'm just making a small batch, so I only have, 3 potatoes here. I've already washed them, cleaned them good. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut them long ways, right in the center. And then out of that half, we're going to get 3 wedges out of it. See what I did there? And we're going to take these wedges and over here to the side, have some cold water, okay? We're going to put them in the cold water, and then we're going to add our lemon juice to it. So we do these real quick, like about a 45-degree angle. See, make some nice wedges in the water. And you don't have to keep the skins on these potatoes. I just did. Now to this, we're gonna add some lemon juice, okay? Just a couple tablespoons to do it. If you're in a pinch, 1 tablespoon will work, but I normally try to put a couple tablespoons in. And what that's gonna do, is gonna stop your potatoes from turning brown in the water. It's gonna keep them nice and vibrant. Now we're gonna take these, I'm gonna cover them, and we're gonna put them in the fridge. Although optional, I put my potatoes in the refrigerator. You wanna put them in the water 30 minutes, up to 3.5 to 4 hours. Okay, so you can do this a little ahead of time if you have to. And what's gonna happen is the water's gonna pull some of that starch out of the potatoes, okay? So now you can take care of some stuff around the house, run a couple errands if you need to. Just know that your potatoes are good to go. Now, you can leave them on the counter in the water, that's fine. I'm just in the habit of putting, my sliced vegetables, my product, in the refrigerator after I've processed them until it's time for me to cook it. Okay? So I'll see you when it's time to start getting this ready. The batter and the dredge. Okay, for that, we're gonna need granulated onion, which I have here, about a tablespoon. We have here about a tablespoon of granulated garlic. We have about 2 teaspoons of black pepper, 1 teaspoon of salt. Here we have about roughly about a half a cup of cornstarch. We have 3 eggs. Here we have about 1 tablespoon of baking powder and 1 tablespoon of paprika. And here we have about a cup and a half of milk, which we'll be adding the eggs to. And then we have flour. Use as much flour you think you're gonna need. This right here is about 2 cups. Now let's get these eggs cracked and mix them into the milk. As you can see, the eggs have been cracked. We're gonna add them to the milk, all 3. Okay. Gonna mix them up. And this is the wet part of our batter. All right, and what we're going to do with this, the oil is heating up right now. We're going to start the first fry at about 325 degrees. Okay, so while the oil is heating up, we're going to put this in the fridge. Our wet batter right now is in the fridge. So now let's start working on our dry batter. Now we're going to add the cornstarch to the flour mix, our paprika, nice, our salt, our baking powder, our pepper, get that nice in there, granulated onion, yeah, granulated garlic. Now we're going to mix this all up. All right. Now we're waiting on the oil. So once the oil comes up to temperature, we're going to be basically double frying the potato wedges. And what this is going to do, it's going to make the inside of the potato wedges nice, soft, fluffy, but the outside really crispy. And that's what we want. So we're going to be deep frying it at 325 degrees for about 5 minutes. Okay? And then we're going to take them out, let them rest, and let them cool. Okay? Then they cool all the way down, and then we're going to fry them again for another 5 to 6 minutes at 375. Now, before we do that, I need to show you how I'm going to batter them and bread them. Right? So when the oil gets ready, I'll show you what I'm going to do next. I've drained the potatoes, okay? And what we want to do, since I used the lemon in the water, see how nice and white they are? And they've been in there for about 3 hours in the refrigerator, right? So we want to put them in the dry first, right? And then into the milk egg mixture, and then back into the dry, okay? Then once we do that, we're going to set it on a cooking sheet with a cooling rack on it, right? And we're going to let that sit for like maybe 5, maybe 10 minutes. Yeah, make sure all the egg milk mixture gets on it good. Seasoned flour on it. Okay, on the tray. Get a couple of these this time, a few of these. All right, get them nice and covered. Now I could have put these in a bag and just shook them up, but I'm just not in the mood today. This particular technique is actually faster to do it this way, right? Back in you go. So when you put it in this egg milk mixture, make sure it's completely wet if you can get it that way, right? You might miss a spot or two, and that's fine. But you don't want it to be more dry than wet. You know, when you take it out of the wet, you see? It's nice and mixed up. And doing it with a double dip like this, it's going to give it that extra crust, the extra skin, if you will, right? Extra seasoned skin, right? Look at this. See that? See how it bunches up? That's what you want. The flour bunches up, cakes up, if you will. Some more of these in here. And I'm trying to go somewhat fast, because the potatoes, they're not in water any longer. So there's a chance they could turn brown on you if you're not paying attention. And we really don't want that. Does it really make a difference? No. But it just gets to me personally if I see my potatoes turn brown before they cook. Yeah, I know I'm supposed to have one wet hand, one dry hand, but I'm wearing gloves, so I'm going for the gold. I'm not worried about it. Now we're going to let these sit. I would say about a good 10 to 15 minutes. And then we'll fry them up for the first fry. Here are wedges. Got about roughly like another 12 minutes or so. And then we're going to start frying them up. All right, so let's put these in. We're actually going to put them all in. All right, when you're doing this, be careful not to splash. Okay, let's get these in. This fryer is indeed big enough to hold all of these. So we're going to put them all in. Yeah. And then after about, I don't know, maybe a minute or two, we're going to agitate them a bit. Yeah, let me go around here. Right? Take that side of your headphones. I'm over here now. Okay. There we go. We're going to give these 5 minutes and then we're going to take them out so they can cool down. So we just want to agitate them a bit, you see? Just to make sure they don't stick. Okay? See, we're not giving them a lot of color. We're just slightly cooking the inside. Okay? Alright. So now we're going to take these out. The first fry. Alright, see that? It's not done yet. Get all these guys out. Now I'm putting these on a paper towel so the additional oil can drain. And I'll be spreading them out so they can cool down. All right, check your headphones. I'm moving. I'm over here now. And again, be careful not to splash yourself when you're doing this. You know, safety first, if you can do it. Not if you can do it, always do it. Safety first. Plan ahead if you have to. All right? Okay, so the first fry is done. Now what we're going to do, we're going to let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes, right? And what's going to happen during that time, the residual heat is going to start cooking and further softening the inside of the potato wedges. Okay, and then after that 15 minutes, I've cranked up the temperature on the deep fryer to 375, and we're going to fry it for an additional 5 to 6 minutes. But if you're gonna go to full 6 minutes, once you hit 5 minutes, start looking at it for color. Okay, you don't want black potato wedges. So just watch it. Okay, and now the skins can be super crispy. Okay, because you're double frying it. Okay, so let's get this 15 minutes going. All right, so they've cooled down. The temperature at 375. So we're gonna add these back in so we can finish the fry. And again, be careful. All right, for you headphone users, I'm going over here. Catch me if you can. All right, so these are gonna go for about 5 minutes minimum, and then we're gonna start checking on them, see how they look. All right, let's take these guys out. Yep, looking nice. Oh, I can feel it, extra crispy. Oh yeah. Yeah. All right, so this is what we got. Southern seasoned potato wedges, just like you see at the gas stations, the little corner stores in the South. I know you're gonna like this. My mouth is already drooling. Can't wait to get over in this. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Hey, try the recipe out. Hey, remember, crispy outside, you gotta double fry it, right? Share it out if you can. If you're not part of the peanut gallery, what you waiting on? Hey, join the peanut gallery, subscribe, hit that notification bell, let me know what you think, right? Also, hit me up on Instagram so you can see what I got coming up next, right? I try to keep you abreast of the situation. That being said, this is Shrashira. I'm out.